When have you been responsible for someone's death? I was 22 when my brother Kyle was diagnosed with leukemia. He was just 17, a high school senior with dreams of becoming an architect. Our parents had died in a car accident when we were younger, leaving me as his legal guardian. The diagnosis felt like the universe playing some sick joke. It's treatable, the doctor assured us. The success rate for his type of leukemia is quite high with aggressive treatment. I remember Kyle's face when they explained chemotherapy. His hand gripped mine so tightly my fingers went numb. "I'll be here the whole time," I promised. Every step. The first rounds went as expected. He was sick, lost his hair, but the doctors seemed optimistic. I worked 2 jobs to keep up with the bills our insurance wouldn't cover. Sometimes I'd sleep in hospital chairs, my neck cramped at impossible angles, just so he wouldn't wake up alone. 6 months in, they told us the cancer wasn't responding as hoped. They wanted to try an experimental treatment, a clinical trial at a hospital 3 hours away. "What are the odds?" I asked. The oncologist hesitated. "Without it, maybe 30% survival rate. With it, potentially 60 to 70%. Kyle looked at me, his eyes sunken but still bright with that stubborn hope he always had. "I want to try." The logistics were impossible. I couldn't afford to quit either job. The commute would be brutal. The treatment required him to be there 3 days a week. "We'll figure it out," I said, even as panic clawed at my throat. I started driving him there and back, sometimes leaving straight from night shifts. I'd fall asleep at red lights, jerking awake to honking horns. Kyle noticed. "This isn't sustainable," he said one evening as I struggled to keep my eyes open on the highway. "I'm fine," I insisted, downing my 4th energy drink. 2 weeks later, I was driving him home after a particularly rough treatment. He was sleeping in the passenger seat, a hospital blanket wrapped around his thin shoulders. I remember fighting to stay awake, rolling down the windows, blasting music, then nothing, just the screeching of metal and the world spinning. I woke up in the hospital with a concussion and a broken arm. Kyle never woke up at all. Internal bleeding, they told me. The impact was too severe. I killed my brother. Not the cancer. Me, my exhaustion, my insistence on doing everything myself, my refusal to admit I couldn't handle it all. At the funeral, his friends from school approached me with tearful stories about how Kyle had worried about me, how he'd told them I was working myself to death for his treatment. He was planning to stop treatment, his best friend confessed. He couldn't bear watching you destroy yourself for him. That knowledge is its own special kind of torture. It's been 5 years. I volunteer at cancer support groups now, helping families arrange transportation and lodging for treatment. I tell them all the resources I never used, the help I was too proud to accept.